Yeah, he's doing pretty good. I mean, he's causing model losses while taking very few of his own, and with map control under his, under his benefit right now, it's doing some serious damage to Azimaith. And another blob cap, something every player needs to try to avoid.
And now some interesting choices. So he got a third Hormigaunt squad and a Termagant squad finally, which I think is a little odd because he had enough power to go to tier 2, and as a result but can't do it now because he just doesn't have the requisition. And at the rate that he's gaining it, it's never going to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Slowing down his own tech. He's not buying any squads that are filling a role that isn't already filled. And at the moment, he even has enough squads to pretty much take total map control, which he is just not capitalizing on. So that's a very questionable choice. I mean, I would have replaced that third Hormigaunt with another Termagant, or maybe just stayed with that Hormigaunt and not gotten anything else. But going with both is just total overkill.
Gotcha.
Now with a quick tech on the Orc side, he's really going to pay for it.
Yeah, because it seems counterintuitive because Azimaith got the generators up first. Oh, beautiful looking suppression though. Those warriors finally getting that. Maybe even got to get a chance to do what they've always wanted to do. And there we have it. The Luda's getting sucked into melee just like you predicted. We'll see. We'll see. The shooter boys in the back there continue to do tons of damage. Looks like the warriors are actually about to get wrecked here. Oh, and use your choppas goes down. That's
that was
unfortunate.
very good work on Ninjaman's side, focusing the warriors above all else. That gets rid of the health bonus to the Hormagaunts, as well as causing the Synapse Explosion, doing very heavy damage to all the little nids around it. That was very good target priority on his side.
Yeah, that was brutal there, and we got to see all of the new all those new graphics as well. I love the fact that they added those graphics because honestly, as a new player to Dawn of War 2, when I was first learning how to cast this game and identifying stuff, identifying Orc global abilities was the hardest thing for me because so many of them were just like little yellow circles. So I love the fact that Hard Boys and Use Your Choppas now are very, very distinct. Again, though, like you pointed out so many times, you can see that Ninjaman is just all over the place, splitting up his troops right now, capping, being aggressive, and I love the choice of the Death Dread with the dual burners here.
Yeah, very good move.
And otherwise, pretty standard stuff. It looks like he's grabbing a weird boy out there. Azimaith finally going for tier 2, but things are looking really bad for him here.
Yeah, one little criticism for the Death Dread here.
Yeah, sure.
He definitely could have nuked down this generator farm in record time, but instead decided to kite this Hormigaunt all around the map. That's a bit of a mistake on his side. He's just got to let him go. Let him decap a point where he cause 425 requisition damage to his power farm, as opposed to maybe the odd model kill here and there.
Yeah, that's a fantastic point. Death Dreads burn down generator farms like nothing else. They are really good. Maybe like Bane Wolves or something.
Absolutely.
Now we can see. Looks like the shooter boy is taking some cover up here. So yeah, I can see definitely what you're pointing out here, which is that Ninjaman is definitely in charge of this, but there are things he could be doing right now to win this game even faster that he's kind of missing out on.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, one thing here, if you look at the middle with Termagants and Hormagaunts, the Weird Boy has an ability called Zap, which it pretty much infects one squad, goes into the other. Especially here, you see how two Hormagaunts are retreating. You could zap one on retreat, so when it gathers into the base with the other retreated squads, it'll infect the others and cause constant model losses.
Yeah, I like that ability. So unfortunately, I'm not seeing too much of that just yet here. And taking a look around right now, we do finally see, it looks like Azimaith is maybe starting to cap some of the points outside of his base, but as you can see, those really good Slugger Boys up front with the burners, decapping that 30 matured requisition point once again. Now we get to see some Slugger Boys in close combat. Ard Boys, use your choppas active with their flamers. Oh, God.
Yeah, Azimaith definitely, he needs pheromones really quick. He seems to be lagging on it. Yeah, far too late. He lost one squad already. He's definitely got them on reinforcement overwatch, but they're not reinforcing enough. Missed opportunity, but he had the right idea.
Yeah, he has pheromones up, but man, with the use your choppas and the Ard Boys, like I think you pretty much always just retreat from that, let it wear out, and then get back.
Absolutely.
They have a knob. They have, I mean, everything was in the Orc advantage right there.
Absolutely. Yeah, just make it a waste of red.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a look here at this war boss here. I do like his what's his name? Captain Blood with the
Blood Flag.
Captain Blood Flag. There we go. I enjoy that gentleman right there and his nice sword. But we'll see. So the choice of the Tyrant Guard here. I don't know. What are your opinions on that?
It's a staple of Nid 2, at least Nid T2 in most newbie games. It's not really something you'll see a lot of in higher games just because it has a lot of weaknesses. And in this case, it's really not that big of a threat. A lot of people mistake it for a vehicle all the time when it's actually super heavy infantry, so all of your normal weapons are working just fine against it. You don't need to really bring out a ton of AV to bring this guy down.
Yeah, we'll see that the looters already have the beamy def gun out there. So he is kind of just going to get wrecked here. It looks like he's just kind of stuck out there right now, getting chewed up here by the Death Dread. And unfortunately, though, he was able, well, unfortunately for the Orc player, he was able to kind of charge in there and get rid of that looter squad. But yeah, like you said, this Tyrant Guard is getting kind of wrecked up here. But I don't know, he's doing a fair amount of damage. Maybe he'll sit down and regenerate at some point. There he goes.
Yeah, and as I said, being super heavy infantry when he walks around, when he shield walls like this, he's now a vehicle. And that's really another point on the Orc side. He should be ignoring the Tyrant Guard at this time. It's got a pretty heavy cooldown going into shield wall mode and then going out of it. So he's really not a big threat right there. He should be changing his target priority to the Lictor Alpha.
Boom! Oh, that was really unfortunate that he lost that right there. Yeah. He really didn't get to do any damage. He is going to maybe take some shots right there, but nope, it's not going to happen again because, as you said, good use of the flesh hooks right there to pull back that one gunner, and just kind of, he probably actually saved his Tyrant Guard by doing that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, now this is where it gets questionable, getting a second Tyrant Guard. This is something, when it comes to vehicles, walkers in particular, you don't really want to double up or triple up, only because if someone has the resources to counter one, they could just as easily counter two, and you're throwing resources away.
Yep, I completely agree with that. Sometimes you'll have an edge and like the opponent has 0 counters, and it's like, well, we'll just drive it home. But this is not one of those situations. That first Tyrant Guard did almost nothing. The second Tyrant Guard is going to have just as much problems here. Although,
given
yeah, sorry, continue.
Given the map control as well, you can tell that he's not going to have a hard time bringing out counters. He has the resources to do it. Something you need to consider.
Nice little warp vomit right there, knocking back all these little hungry Hormigaunt gentlemen. But yeah, those sluggers are just really, really tough right now. Oh, we got a Colin coming right now.
I like this. That's the Spore Mine Colin. It's very good.
Boom.
That'll definitely scare the slugs away.
Right on spot. I gotta say though, that Tyrant Guard doing a pretty good job distracting large amounts of Orc forces, given that he is just displaying inertia. He is just sitting still and doing nothing. Spore Mines here are going to drive back even more. Looks like he's not going to bother using them, though.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, honestly, this is the funny thing about sometimes when you're watching kind of... when you're watching... We were kind of talking about this a little bit beforehand, but, like, when you have lower-level games, a lot of times you see strategies that don't make any sense, but they work, or at least they continue the game because the other person doesn't quite respond to them correctly or who knows what. But... For God's sake! Oh my God, Tyrant Guards! What are you doing?
This is the overreaction I was talking about before. Going with double tank buster on the Orc side when he already has all those counters, and also a bad move on the Nid. As I said, they're super heavy infantry, so these turrets are hurting them. If they don't have the same free reign over a base like Blood Crushers or a Death Dread would.
Yep.
So that's a very poor choice to base rank with those.
Yeah, he used a bunch of Spore Mines. I don't know that he did anything. I would feel better about this if he had, any units left whatsoever right now, and he had been, like, capping the rest of the map while he did that or something to that effect. But clearly, that is the phase. Whenever you have one player who has an entire card full of an army and another player with none, who is even going tier 3 as we speak, that is going to be the deciding factor in this game right now. So
yeah, in a case like this, I would cancel that T3 upgrade and just buy up a few squads, get your army back. And it's not an optimal situation, but you can salvage it. So there's really no reason to go to T3. A super unit versus an army that is already 70% AV isn't going to help you.
Yeah, so, I don't know. I think at this point here, I know we've got like 2 minutes left on this replay, but honestly, there are no units on the field anymore. I think azimaith is just kind of playing it out here. But we're gonna look at some more games here today, so we can go ahead and move right on to the next one.
All right.
So, sounds good. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned and check out the next Newbie Tuesday. Once again, I'm Harlequin, he's OlBloodNGuts, and we'll be right back with some more games.